Good day everyone. Today we are doing a presentation based on our course ACW291-DRIVING station, and our title is Driving Change: How Malaysia's Electric Vehicles Tax Incentive are Powering a Greener Future. So our group members consist of myself, Malaysia'S, following with Wan Nur Kristina Uzma, Nur Zahira Ildina, Yao Kuan Cheng, and Zaulia Miu. So as far as we had known, globally, countries like the US, China and EU nations are shifting to a cleaner transport, mainly by promoting electric vehicles, or also known as EVs. So these vehicles help reduce carbon dioxide emission and fight climate change. And Malaysia is also a part of this transition, where the government aims to cut emissions by 45% by 2030 under the Paris Agreement. So to support this, Malaysia launched the Green Technology Master Plan and offers tax incentive through MIDA, mainly GITA and GITE, which is to promote EV adoptions. So the purpose on why we are doing this study is to explore how tax incentives support the growth of EVs in Malaysia, and where it focuses on policies like GITA and GITE under Budget 2025 and how they encourage investment in EV production and also the infrastructure. EVs come in several types, which is fully electric, hybrid and also plug-in hybrid. And all of them are powered by electricity instead of fossil fuels. They offer a cleaner transport option and are key in reducing air pollution and carbon emissions.
For my part, I will briefly present the key findings from the literature review section of our project on Malaysia's electric vehicle tax incentives. The literature strongly shows that tax incentives have been a powerful driver of EV adoption. Studies by Jia et al. 2020 and Leon et al. 2017 highlight that reducing the upfront cost of the EVs through exemptions on import duties, excise taxes, and road tax significantly increases the consumer willingness to purchase. However, price is not the only concern. ACW and Law 2012 found that people are hesitant due to worries about battery life, limited charging station, and a lack of technical knowledge. That's why the Malaysian government to push the installation of 10,000 public charging stations by 2025 is so critical. From an industrial perspective, incentives like the Green Investment Tax Allowance and the Green Income Tax exemption encourage local production, reduce reliance on imports, and strengthen the EV ecosystem. We also compared Malaysia's policy with regional neighbors. Thailand and Indonesia offer tax breaks too, but Malaysia's approach is more holistic, targeting both supply and demand sides. Lastly, the literature emphasizes that policy consistency is essential. According to Hardman et al. 2016, sudden changes can harm investor and consumers' confidence. Long-term frameworks are therefore vital for success.
Today I'll be presenting an overview of Malaysian Green Tax Incentive, specifically the GITA and GITE. This incentive was first introduced in Budget 2014 as part of the government's effort to support the adoption of green technologies and services, jointly administered by two key agencies, MIDA and MGTC. So we will begin with GITA, Green Investment Tax Allowance. It offers tax incentives for companies investing in green technology. It was categorized into two types, GITA for green assets and GITA for green projects. For GITA on green assets, offset up to 70% of statutory income per year, and any unutilized allowance can be carried forward. 100% investment tax allowance on qualifying capital expenditure from 2013 to 2023. Below tables are for qualifying activities under GITA on green assets. For GITA projects, companies must undertake projects that are certified under the My Hijau mark or have MGTC approved certifications. They need to obtain a conditional approval letter from MIDA before incurring any cost, and only projects that have not received other government grants for green assets are eligible. This ensures that the incentive targets new and genuine green investment. Given table are also qualifying activities for GITA on green projects. We will be moving on to the Green Income Tax Exemption or GITE. This incentive is meant for companies that provide certified green technology service, covers a wide range of sectors from renewable energy and energy efficiency to electric vehicle infrastructure and waste management. Eligible companies enjoy up to 100% income tax exemption on their statutory income for up to 5 years, which greatly supports the growth of green service providers. One specific area under GITA is solar leasing. This model allows service providers to install, own and maintain solar PV system for clients who then pay monthly leasing fees. These companies are eligible for a 70% income tax exemption on income derived from leasing activities. The exemption period is either 5 or 10 years depending on the size of the installed system. This policy supports renewable energy adoption by making it more accessible and affordable. To qualify for the JITE solar leasing incentive, companies must meet several conditions that have been stated in the slides. These tax incentives play a crucial role in reducing the financial burden of going green. They encourage companies, especially SMEs, to adopt environmentally friendly practices. This enhances their ESG credentials, making them more attractive to global investors. The policy also supports Malaysia's goal of becoming a regional hub for green innovation while progressing toward its net zero emissions target by 2050.
Hello everyone, this is for the 2025 budget. The Malaysia's 2025 financial budget focuses on promoting sustainable development and the popularization of electric vehicles. The government has intended the tax exception for import and locally assembled electric vehicles and provided tax reduction of up to 2,500 for home charging equipment. In addition, the government offers support for electric motorcycles to support low-income groups in using green transportation. It also encourages to invest in electric vehicle projects through JIT and JIT and enjoying a tax reduction of up to 70. Meanwhile, we will continue to support renewable energy, carbon trading, and green facial programs, and comprehensively promote the development of the green economy. Hello everyone, this is National Automotive Policy. First of all, Malaysia National Automotive Policy is an important strategy framework for promoting the transformation of the country's automotive industry and achieving green travel and a low carbon economy. This policy was first released in 2006 and has undergone multiple revisions. The latest version is NEP 2020, which was officially launched on February 21, 2020. The version of NEP 2020 is to build a sustainable, energy-efficient, and globally competitive automotive industry, with a focus on the development of electric vehicles, energy-efficient vehicles, automotive driving technologies, and intelligent mobile systems. And there are 5 benefits of it. One is enhance the R&D capabilities of local automotive technology and promote the popularization of electric vehicles and low carbon transportation means. It attracted high value added investment and strengthened international cooperation. It modern automotive supply chain and explained the export potential of automotive products.
A quick look at how tax incentives have impacted electric vehicle adoption. The government has introduced full import and excise duty exemptions for EVs, road tax waivers, and personal tax reliefs for EV charging installation. These efforts led to a 112% increase in EV sales in the first half of 2024 compared to 2023. With the launch of local models like Proton IMA 7, public interest continues to grow. However, long-term success will also depend on expanding charging infrastructure and improving affordability.
So now I will be presenting Malaysia's comprehensive strategy for accelerating the adoption of electric vehicles, EVs, as part of our national drive toward a greener, more sustainable future. Malaysia is positioning itself as a regional leader in green mobility by implementing a multifaceted plan that addresses policy, economics, infrastructure, industry, and leadership. At the heart of this transition are 2 major policy frameworks: the National Energy Transition Roadmap (NETR) and the Low Carbon Mobility Blueprint (LCMB) 2021 to 2030. These frameworks aim to reduce greenhouse gas emissions, promote cleaner energy, and modernize our transportation sector. A key focus is on increasing EV adoption, targeting 15% of new vehicle sales by 2030 and 80% by 2050. To support this ambitious transition, the government has committed to building 10,000 public charging stations by 2025, ensuring EV users have widespread and convenient access to charging. These stations will include both AC and DC chargers to cater to different use cases, from home and office charging to fast charging along highways. To encourage consumer adoption and attract investment, Malaysia has introduced generous fiscal incentives. These include full import and excise duty exemptions for fully built EVs until the end of 2025 and similar exemptions for components used in local assembly until 2027. Sales tax exemptions for locally assembled EVs are also in place, significantly lowering purchase costs. EV owners also benefit from road tax exemptions until 2025, with a more favorable power-based tax structure to follow. On top of that, individuals,